Hello and welcome back. We are still doing it. It's been a few weeks. I wanted to do this earlier, but it's hard to find time uh, to record a video when you're actively doing this and all the other things that life has in store for you. Let's transition over here and just jump into some cool things. At the bottom of the screen here, I'm up to like 30 levels that are actually playable, and then some increasingly difficult levels that aren't done yet or are causing problems that I'll have to come back to. But since I had a ton of levels and I'm still trying to figure out how to fix the harder things that are happening that are just absolutely breaking everything, um, I wanted to jump into UI stuff. So I have a very fun thing that I created, and all of my buttons are SDF based, which I can always go into because it's extremely um, cool how you can do so much with the material editor and build these things. So I built a lock icon and this really cool menu that auto populates based off of arrays and all that stuff. Um, but as well as just building out stuff. Let me see, where is that here? Level complete. So with SDFs, I made a star, which is absolutely crazy that just mathematically you can do that. And this is for when you complete a level. So when you finish, there's going to be some type of point system that I have to figure out, and you'll get stars, of course, because that's how all things are. And as you complete levels, you unlock levels, and then your star value will also show up in that first menu that you just saw, so that you can always go back and try to get those extra points that you need to get 3 stars so you can 100%. I think it's a fun little incentive to have some replayability, as well as some things for help me like stretch my creative like abilities. Can I actually do this? Can I build this out properly? Um, and with that being said, oh my goodness, it just keeps on getting more complicated. So um, built out a little save slot so that you don't lose your data. And then I just have reroute nodes right now that are put in for like placeholders on stuff I don't know how to do yet. But I have everything being set back in, and then I just have to display it, show level complete widget, which is just what's happening all over the place, where I'm like, I want to have a best time, and I don't know if that's going to be like a leaderboard thing or if it's just going to be PB, personal best records. But like, this is probably the easiest thing, just setting up a save game. But these are all these things that I want to keep adding to it so that there's more reasons to try it out, because this isn't something that is new. I actually found someone that did this 10 years ago, and it's different, but it's very the same. Maze games aren't going to be all that creative at the end of the day. You're just doing something to get to the end of a thing. Cheese and mouse type thing. So I know it's not an original idea, and that's not what I'm super concerned about right now, because there's just so much to learn in this process, and finding time to learn those things, and between like working and balancing family and work and this is really just a fun challenge of new puzzle piece to do while I don't know, while trying to learn how to develop and release this. But I'm really close. I think as soon as I get, um, I'm working towards getting all of the menu stuff wrapped up right now, where I'm displaying the uh, widgets in like game layers, which is this really sophisticated thing that I saw as like a UI best practices. Which makes it so you don't load too much into memory and it doesn't get too heavy and you don't keep reloading stuff and not clearing it. all these things that I didn't think would be a problem, because most people, when I see things, just use create widget, remove widget, which is probably more efficient on my time, but I want to be able to take these concepts over to the next thing. And one of the things that happens when you're just doing all these things is you get distracted. So let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Okay, I found it. Like I said, being very easily distracted, I did some stuff, and check this out. This is first person maze, and the recording's a little choppy and is probably getting even more choppy while doing all this, but this is idea number 2. This is so cool to be able to like try this, and getting distracted easily has made me try this sooner than I probably needed to. But it's just dropping in a light and making it big enough for a first person character to move around in was just, I needed to get away from SDFs and menus because it was driving me crazy, and I just did it, and it was pretty quick, and I think I had immediate like results, so I started adding a little bit more. You might have picked that up in the video. I don't know how choppy it came through on your side, but I started dropping like little things in the environment to help me through, and just the ability to rapidly get through that was super exciting, and it pushed me to try to finish this. So there's been a lot of time between episode 4 and 5, but I've just been going and going and going whenever I can, and seeing that little bit of like, oh, this next thing is going to be even better. This next thing that is possible is even better, and it's going to be super cool. And the ideas I have for that are just flowing already. So I wanted to finish this fun version that is just really cool in its own right. Be able to just jump in and start solving mazes and like figuring out what you're gonna do, and if you get lost or whatever and it doesn't work, and you like, they're not super complicated as you see, but just having this here and being able to create as many levels as I want, and then it being updated in the menu and stuff like that. So there, I'm starting with 30, and after I get like all the concepts built and the timer in so that you can have best time, and equating time to points and speed and accuracy to point values, then I can add more levels with things so that I can just expand it just a little bit further, throw it out there. Succeed or fail, it doesn't matter, I did something, and that will be the first accomplishment of this, is being able to say I did it. And then I can build story into the next one. I can figure out why you're in a maze, and it looks so cool already. This looks so cool already to me, and it can feel a little creepy. I can lighten it up and make it feel really fun. Heck, we can do a top down and be a mouse going after cheese. There's so many like game elements that you can bring into this. Fake walls, buttons, trapdoors, shortcuts, all these things that in first person or in third person or anything like that, or with a character instead of just your mouse like you just saw, becomes much more possible to expand on what is there. And it's so fun to do. So if you're watching this and wondering, can you do it, just start. It's hard to find time, especially if you have a family, if you have kids like I do. I have a daughter, and it's hard to find time to do this, so sometimes you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit more sleep, or bring them down with you to your computer and hang out with them while you do this. So just go do, and that's what I'm doing. Is I'm gonna go right back into doing this right after I get all of my my stuff done around the house today. So go out, make, and thank you for watching. I'm super excited about what's going on and what I'm doing here. So If you want to see this adventure, hit that subscribe. If you liked what you saw today, hit that like. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.